Hello and welcome back to Slice and Dice. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing fine. I played a little blip draw last night, so I gotta turn off the wild modifiers. And I think I played a hard run last night. I don't remember. Might have. What do you think? Did I play a hard run last night? I think this was last night. I don't know. It's all a blur. Anyway, let's get it. I'll play Magical. People, they've been saying they like the non-meta comps. It's fun to play the non-meta comps. Basic is, if I get up to like 40 or 50, then I'll start locking in. But I'm also not going to play really bad starting curses just because I'm playing something like Magical. These are bad. I don't really care. People, you can go back and forth with me all you want. I don't want to play Sticky Fingers. This is not a first round draft pick for me. Maybe if I lose this to some horrible lineup, it'll be a first round draft pick, but unfortunately today we're actually playing Basic. Sorry, that's just how it goes. I'm not playing Force, I'm not playing Greens. Those two comps are on, they're banned. They're absolutely banned. There is no way I'm picking those because they're not interesting either. Greens is kind of interesting, but yeah. Ghostly Monsters is okay. Wanted is not very good. Stony Grasp is okay. Ad Goblin is fine. You could look a little closer. Like Ad Goblin, if you showed me that set of picks on Magical, we would be talking a little more about what the correct choice is, because I think it's not as straightforward, which is interesting for sure. I don't have a cleave, so I do have to actually drill down to this archer pair. So I can scorch one, but I can't actually kill these to get the goblin to flee. But no, Magical has a weaker early game, I think, so you play a little more conservatively, or you play like lower impact curses for the early game, is my feeling. That makes sense. You play like in that pick that we just saw, I'd probably pick Stony Grasp because it's not quite so bad in terms of enemy damage output. Or probably I would actually play Ghostly Monsters. No, on that one. First picking Monk is really scary. Yeah, I'll play Rogue. I don't think Rogue is particularly strong, but first picking your Gray is not my favorite play. I feel a little nervous. I can't tell you why. I'm a little on edge though on this run, just to lead us off. I'm fine with these rolls. I don't think you're right to roll down Hoarder because landing on 2 damage death is really sad. You dying too. Ooh. I'll let it roll. Prodigy, if you self-damage mandatory yourself, what am I gonna do? Good job. He didn't do it. I'm proud of my man. And now we should have the damage to just finish this fight out without any deaths. Because now my Hoarder's awake. How long do you think it'll be until I cast that revive the topmost defeated ally side? Because I think it's going to be a long time, right? This is Healing Wand. I have gained a lot of respect for this item. Was really close to calling it a card there. It's good to just have a right side replacer, I think, is ultimately what it comes down to. Being able to click on that and then go, yeah, now I have a heal 4. Cool. It's pretty good. Could have actually taken the heal 4 there. It's gonna be a good idea to kill this Thorn while I have the opportunity. I guess the 2 shield, like it's just a question of should you roll down or not, because there's a world where you miss there, right? Like you roll down and then you land on a 1 damage and then that turns a little worse. Definitely Soldier. No Jester here. The Soldier is a good pickup too because I don't end up on Gladiator now. Like he's not a huge upgrade over Hoarder, all things considered, but he has no X's, which is good. And I never end up stuck on Gladiator plus Rogue, which is always a sad combo to have to play. I'm gonna Scorch here. It's 2 damage for 2 mana either way, but this way I get to... I guess you could do 3 burst. I guess it actually is exactly the same when I think about it. It does actually come out to be exactly the same. Worst case, I press Restore here. I don't want a healing wand for 2. You're thinking there about what happens if your defender lands on a 1 damage side. And I already have a guaranteed save, so you can play for better. And goodbye. Great early game. It feels strong. So someone made an interesting case in the comments, which I've been thinking about. They were saying like, well, you pick left side replacers for roulette, right? But they said I pick leather gloves when it's offered because then if I see eccentric, he goes from really bad to okay. And at first I went, ooh, that's vile. But I've been thinking about it, it's like, yeah, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's good for some other characters too, like Wizard could use it. The thing about Quicksilver is it's very good for steel characters. But because I already have Soldier locked in, we can play this and see how it plays. I think it's probably not so bad, actually. Is going to be my assessment in the end. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to aim for... Fighting ogres is a long battle. I'm going to kill the goblin. I don't think it's right to try to race down the ogre and make the goblin flee. Sometimes it's going to be best to just kill the goblin when you see him. And that's going to be in fights like this one versus an ogre. Because we can just go like kill the blind, 3 damage to the ogre, and now we're 6 off of killing him. Technically 5, assuming I make mana. He should die. And if he doesn't die, I can always burst. Yeah. No biggie. Just a big part of playing Ad Goblin is recognizing when you have to not greed. It's hard to do though. Seer is very good, and the Guardian is nice in this fight, but not really all that good. We'll play Seer. And hopefully he gives me 3 mana. If I had Monk here though, my god, I'd be losing my mind. Monk, very good on this turn if I had him. Pardon me. We're gonna lock this 1 so that we can burst and make a militia flee. Great shit, rogue. Very, very good. Excellent dodge. Exactly what I wanted. I've been working on my acting. What do you guys think? I actually hated that dodge. Could you tell? No, it was probably pretty hard to tell. I've been getting a little better. Slimelet for Titanbane Potion. This is an acceptable trade. Change of Heart is meaningless, but 2 Slimelets for Titanbane Potion is strong. This is something you take because it's good into a potential Hexia fight. It's not like a it's not a crazy outcome. Like it's unlikely to do anything basically this Titanbane Potion, but sometimes it will. And these 2 Slimelets are very unlikely to actually impact the fight. It was unlikely for them to even hit anything, really. What's happening to you? Executed by the Shade. So I need 2. It's actually really hard to save Acolyte here. That's what's weird about it. Let me just roll. 3 damage. Rogue, if you roll a dodge here, I'm gonna flip. Okay, well my Acolyte does die, and that's okay. It was kind of just a risk I was willing to take here. Well, it's not entirely true. I could play 3-1-1 to save Acolyte, but I think it's really bad with a Shade staring me down. I think what you're supposed to do is put the Shade on ice. If this unit was anything else, we would play this fight a lot differently. But I think we need to give a lot of respect, especially since I added 2 Slimelets who put a little bit of pressure on me this turn. We just take the sack. My god, these Slimelets are locked in. What the fuck? I'm gonna take the guaranteed Shade kill here. And then Defender will save Soldier. And Soldier will save Defender. Aren't you weakened? There's only 1 weakened. Okay. Guaranteed Shade kill. Kill you. Should actually stop this. Mercy? Brother, you live. What are you saying mercy for? It's alright, it's alright. Yeah. The Acolyte dying there, I think, is So the reason Acolyte dies is because of extra pressure from the Slimelets, because otherwise I would not be forcing poison on the Golem like I did. But, because then I can roll this guy down for mana, mana saves Acolyte, maybe we go from there. But I think that this outcome is fine. I'm down to play Druid. I think that Acolyte is pretty mid. Armor is not a bad pickup here though because of Rogue Poison. Just so we're clear. Anything? Nah. Just looking for leather gloves. I have almost no item value, which is a little scary. But that's alright. That's just 7 damage bite. Come on, defender. Oh. Hey. Not ideal. I think I'm going to ignore killing Sarcophagus here. If I want to really ignore, I'm going to kill this goblin then. I think with double heavy hits on the goblins, or double heavy hits on the gnolls, a goblin who's alive and swinging, and forced to play a defensive play there, I need to play to survive this fight and not to get money. It's just a little frightening. I'm going to try to keep playing defensives. 2+2, 1, 2, 2, glow, and that's everyone alive. Acceptable. I could look a little closer there for a better turn. This Sarcophagus? What the hell? This dude locked in on killing. He was very in on this one. He knew what he wanted, and what he wanted was to fucking kill somebody. And you know what? I think he's gonna get it too. There's no line that saves Seer here, I fear. I needed to roll Druid for an X. Or Seer. I needed to roll for an X here, basically, for Glow. It's the only line that would have saved someone. I mean, what can you do, right? What can you do about that? Can I do... Nah, okay. It's fine. I mean, I think 2 deaths in this run were both pretty unlucky. Well, one of them was greed. That one was unlucky. Glowing egg. I actually gained a lot of value out of this item recently. Like, it won me... It was the run I played last night. It won me the run because I was able to play Glowing Egg Sorcerer and win out through that. It was pretty fortunate, though. And obviously I'm far away from that. And Short Sword is pretty good here. So I will play Short Sword. Just a thought. I can cover up the 1 damage. Although I do kind of need this guy doing damage for me. Or not doing damage, doing defense. But probably not here. I get 3 mana for a balance. And all I have to do is kill this bones. I can do Foretell, actually, and all I have to do is kill this bones. That's not very good. No Foretell, I suppose. As you wish. It's okay, Defender, you got 2 damage sides. Why would you ever hit those when I need them? Oh, good. Excellent. Starting to get a little angry with this guy over here. I'm about to transform. It's a full moon, I can feel it coming. This is Cleric. Pilgrim got nerfed, which is funny, because I already felt this character wasn't that good, and then he lost an HP. And he is like, I think he's more negatively affected by losing HP than most characters are. Well, obviously, right? Sphere was also negatively affected by it, of course. But like, I mean, every character is negatively affected by losing HP. Of course. I can put 2 into this imp at the bottom for a little lethal idea. Now he doesn't hit rogue. Then 3 into this imp to save soldier. And then we're just gonna let these guys die. I'll take it. I could light if I really wanted to. Ow! All I need is 1 damage. Yeah, that's what I thought. Decree? Demon Horn. Oh, Decree is kind of cool. I do need a 3rd item slot for Decree here. I want to say, I didn't mention it, but extra item slots was something that I was in the market for here. With an item like leather gloves, a pure combo piece typically needs an extra item slot to really piece it all together. But alas. We can play Decree Short Sword on Rogue. That is terrible. Only pips change when the side is replaced. This wouldn't do anything. None of these really offer me any value. It's like, what, Brimstone? Yeah, Brimstone Leather Gloves isn't even... You don't even need Decree for that. I think this Decree is bad. That's what I think. I think it's not good. This item is just a combo piece though, and I bet a 4 or 6 isn't going to be any better. There's a lot of 7, 8, 9s that really like this item. And my team isn't in need, like I'm not in desperate need of value right now. You're welcome, by the way. I continue to hold, I bear the cross every day. I take these blows so that you don't have to. Don't worry. Oh, this looks bad all of a sudden. Okay, it looks good now. I'm having some, like, kind of close calls here, though, which I don't like. Are you dying to? You're just taking 6 because Soodles suck. It's okay to press balance here. It's no biggie. 2... Oh, I missed. You're right. It's like this. And it's 2... 4... 10. Okay. Absolutely not. Sorcerer. Funny. There's a lot of really good things for Sorcerer. First picking Sorcerer is really, really good if you can get away with it, I think. Brawler is a safe pick. I'm never gonna die if I take Brawler. But Sorcerer here, if I hit one item for him, he just takes the run over. So, here's the question. Am I okay into Baron? I think, yeah. I think I'm okay into Baron. This pick might be wrong. Just want to see this, by the way. Cool. Very cool. I should probably... This is a little confident, I think, because I don't have any item synergy. My best item is Short Sword, and I'm walking into a fight where I just picked a dead tier 3, so I'm putting a lot of faith into these characters to carry me through this fight. And I think the big reason that it feels okay is Cleric. I think it's fine because I have Light. I think you lock with 1 roll left. But of note here, 2 of my characters are dying. Hold on. I need to do better than this, actually. I need to think. Don't lock this 2 for sure. I need to roll all of these, I feel. Yeah, that's really bad. Wow. Okay. Well, I get the light. That's the good news. I basically just X'd out 3 ways. So, this is now a fight for survival. It's not an impossible fight, though. It's going to look very bad. I could glow. It doesn't make a difference. I just dropped 2 characters here. There's no countering it. And this is actually a goblin diff, for what it's worth. I could drop 1 character? No, I can't. Okay. Could skip the light. I have to play the light, though. I can't let Sorcerer get exerted. Yeah. So it's gotta be this. It's the only play. Okay. It looks bad, but I think it's not quite as bad as it seems. This kills a ghost. I could also go for a dodge here. I lock these. Druid lives. Rogue dies. Don't really care. This exert is bad. I actually cannot let this exert happen, so hang on. here. Kill a ghost. Poison. For the 1 mana, I get a burst. Right? I might need to all in here, actually. That might be what has to happen. Because I think I'm gonna kind of just bleed out here from this position. So what if instead I play this? I think it's not good enough. What about burst here? I have to cleanse sorcerer, it's the only line. This is probably the play. This is really bad, though. Both ghosts are dead, but this exert puts me in a really awkward spot. Because sorcerer, I mean, I can undo his exert. But I guess it's not that bad. It's only really bad if he poisons me. Everything else I think is livable. This has to be the play. It's the only thing I can see here. Kill both ghosts, and then it's just me versus Baron. He's not that scary. 2 bones is ideal. I just need you to not exert yourself. Okay. I can just lock this then. 2 mana is 2 mana. I go here. I think I take the 2 mana because I can glow next turn off of it. Yeah. And then it's not so bad because I have double glow and I have 2 mana banked, so sorcerer can get me a lot of value potentially. I get a rebate on my first spell cast. The only alternative thought here is to just... Well, what am I going to get next turn, right? I'm going to get 2 mana anyway, right? Like, best case, I get 2 mana. So it is going to be this. I think it has to be. And... Oh, don't let me down here, sorcerer. Thank you. Okay. So I can play... I can play Burst, Burst, Glow. Can I play this? No. How about Balance? Balance is okay. Sorcerer does get exerted here, but I get 1 mana back, so I can always glow next turn. need him to land an X, though, I think. This seems like it's too bad. I think it's actually... I need to make a sacrifice here, I'm pretty sure. I think if you make this play, it's over. I need more poison to tick, so I have to play this way. And I think you just sack the rogue. It's not the end of the world. Because rogue's gonna be basically useless next turn anyway. Like, I could... So you could play this way, right? You could play this, and then burst druid, but I think you have to be really greedy with your resources here to survive this fight. And this gives me... I can see a future, at least. Yeah. It's okay. This locks. What do I want out of druid? He's already exerted, so cleansing doesn't help. And he's gonna be exerted forever. I probably want... Well, let me just look. There's no reason to stop and just like pretend like I need to be... I'm not on the clock, you know, I can just press buttons and see what I get. This is winning, I'm pretty sure. I save 1 mana, and then next turn I glow. I just pass and glow next turn. I get 1 mana back as well. So I guess I should glow here and heal too. No reason not to. Because I get a rebate here. Yeah, 2 bones, perfectly fine with me. I can gain 4 HP, but I think it's a lot better to just give myself guaranteed 3 mana for miasma on this following turn. 3 damage growth should seal the deal here. What you got for me, sorcerer? My man. Alright, cool. That was a fun fight. A little greedy, I think, to take sorcerer there. I should take brawler. All of the signs pointed to picking brawler being the correct option. But... yeah, it's fine, I think, is what it comes down to. It's fine. Infiniheal wooden armor. That's terrible. Blood amulet is pretty decent here. It's a good little recovery piece. But it doesn't, it's not like good. But I need to stabilize. I need to stabilize, and this is stabilizing me. I need to stop myself from bleeding out over the next 2 fights. For sure. I don't have a cool item combo here, right? I don't think so. Sorcerer should always be rolling down, so he can be the one who holds sword. Yeah, it'd be nice to play like Leather Gloves, Dogma, Short Sword, something like that, but it doesn't play. I fear. Oh my god, Rogue, really? I don't think I can afford to pretend here. I really need to play for stronger plays than 1 damage cantrip. I can't be afraid. And then on 1 roll left, I don't mind locking. And we can go 1 damage poison, 1 damage heal, shield. Could play balance here on the next turn now. Also acceptable. Should be fine. You could roll soldier, actually, too. I think if you look closely at that turn, I should actually have gone back. I thought it, but I didn't finish the thought. If you reroll soldier there, he either rolls heal to save himself, 2 damage to save druid, so 2 shield was actually the worst roll. I should have rerolled there. Same thing here. I should just roll down. I'm good to just roll. 3 damage self-shield is good. And 2 damage is now sorcerer's worst roll. It's gotta be balanced to maintain equilibrium. Actually, it doesn't have to be balanced because I can just kill the ogre. Okay, I think we're gonna stabilize now. This run is definitely just floating though. I have put myself into a really awkward position accidentally. I need something to fix the fact that I don't actually do any damage right now. This will work. We'll settle for Venom. It's alright. It's a lot better than Rogue, who was definitely looking very bad. Nice. Very good. Okay, so we have Sorcerer Venom now. It's something. It's definitely something to play through. You know what I want to say? I want to say this at some point. In the Baron fight, the reason, like, you might think to yourself, well, you were very greedy with Sorcerer there and then you got bailed out. It's very easy to look at that fight and say and take that away, because it is true, I was greedy in picking Sorcerer. But the reason that fight snowballed out of control was because I got double high rolled by the ghosts. It was cleave on Goblin to push me away from saving anyone, ghost descend to force double deaths there with no real counterplay, and that's why that fight was close. So I don't really think it's right to think that. I am a little far off of making bandits flee. So we're gonna aim to just make one bandit flee and kill the other. Oh, 3 damage, hold. Okay. So if I want to make one bandit flee, it has to be poison. Sure, I don't hate this. Remember at the start of this run I said I feel a little nervous and I can't figure out why? I'm starting to feel the nerves. This run is tough. 2 damage is worse than 3 damage and also worse than 2 shield. It's all the same when you get right down to it. 2 shield. I can go light to cleanse pain. And probably just put 2 into the demon to break through. Oh, I should also glow. This is a bit of a theory. If you have the opportunity to glow, unless you're under extreme circumstances, you don't want to skip it. You know, I also said I wasn't being, like none of my items were useful, but I only really won that because of glow. So I should at least give it a little more credit than I was. 3 damage is not an overkill, so it's gotta be... No reason to let Cleric die here, though. There's a line for sure where nobody has to die. I guess I'll take it. Yeah, whatever. This demon is going to die next turn. You don't have to sweat this fight too much. He's always dying here. Brimstone. Hey, tell me I have anything for Brimstone. Not really. It's like Ichor Chalice, 1 damage to the topmost enemy for each wasted point of healing I receive. Sometimes this is very good. With Blood Chalice or Blood Amulet, it's pretty decent. This is playing for a high roll. I've already played for like 3 high rolls and whiffed though. But if I see Eccentric, Brimstone Leather Gloves Eccentric is the nuts. That's 12 damage to send on 3 sides. But I really don't think I can play for it. Especially with how many characters I think got worse in this update on the right sides. I think you have to play the boring safe line. I'm just too far gone at this point. I've already got Decree sitting here, I've got Titanbane Potion sitting here. I'm sitting on a bunch of mid items. I need to squeeze any amount of value I can find here, because otherwise I'm in trouble. Is this Petrify? I wonder. Let me check. It does not petrify. That's good. I think there was a time in 2.0 where that petrified. Glad that it doesn't petrify anymore. I think I kill the goblin. And if that's the case, 1 poison is the same as 3 poison, so we can play this way. May as well spread it out. Venom hits plague and everything's great. Yeah, it's fine. Venom hits plague, everything's great. Boom. 2 down. Sorry? Oh, it's wasted healing, right. Man, this item is not very good. Wasted healing only? No thanks. It's still fine. And you know, I missed a little bit of value. I could have made that turn a little better. I'll live. Troll King. Druid reroll? No. Probably Witch. I don't think it's Leader. So I guess it's Witch. She's like Druid. That's all I can say. She's like Druid. It's true. Nothing really all that good to play here. That's terrible. Yeah, I mean, here's your 4. The Witch 1 damage weaken will do a lot of value, potentially, in this Troll King fight, but that's about all we have. And we do have decent value at killing Slate. This is definitely a fight where I'm trying to kill the Slate before I kill Troll King. But I can also just sit here and stack Poison and then potentially Plague. I should stop here. Well, yeah, I should stop here. 1 damage weaken, 2 poison. And I'll just kill the goblin, actually. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Could also kill the archer with heal. I think it's okay. Just a thought. I could play that a little differently. Now, that's a lot of damage. Glow isn't bad, but I would rather roll. With 2 rolls, I think it's okay to roll down. My Venom is not correct because it's only 5 damage. It doesn't even win me the fight. If that was a fight-winning roll, I would go for it. This is a fight-winning roll. That's very good. I heal 3 out of shoulder? Out of shoulder? Shoulder? Very good. I'm in. Sushi Prism. Things remain a little dire, but I will play Sushi. Because you know what Sushi gives us? It gives us a new win condition. It gives us Silk Cape, and then we just win the run. Yeah, this is fine. My life would be much better if I was offered item slot up, but, you know, when you need it, it never shows up. When it shows up, you never need it. The duality. Fear. Kill Goblin is good. Maybe... Does this work out to kill the sniper? No. But I can get a lot of value out of just salving here. It'll be 1 for the first hit, but then I go 2, 1, 3 to kill that one. We just shoot 1 sniper and at least save Witch. Witch lives at 1 though, which means I have to lock a heal. Maybe like this is a little better. Live at 2. Yeah. Could put 2 damage into Banshee then as well. I think it's fine either way. However you slice it, I think it comes out to be okay. Don't want to lock 4 heal though. I want to kill this Banshee. Alright, not too bad. Barbarian Prince. Barbarian holds Sushi very well, and he holds Blood Amulet very well. I can play this. This unit is fine. My Ichor Chalice, it falls off a little bit, but that's okay. We do what we gotta do here. Barbarian gives us some value. I always roll him to 0 here. He can't miss, and more rerolls is game winning. Or at least fight winning. So I always let him roll down. Heal Cleave is nothing. Oh my. Three, 4, 5. need a mana. I actually need to lock this Bloodlust though. I need to be able to kill the Caw. Oh, killing the Caw doesn't even save my Cleric. Huh. Okay, then I guess I just roll it all. Interesting. So I can kill the Caw with boost. Killing the Caw does save my Cleric now. It didn't save my Cleric in a different world where I had to play everything down the line here. But it works out to be alright. Chomp, what a pain. Nothing to light. Could kill the Goblin instead. For pretty cheap as well. Sure. I don't have any cantrips that fuck me up with the Chomp, so we can just sit here and salve through this fight once I kill Spiker. It'll just take a while. I think I'm rolling for rerolls, right? He'll find one eventually. See? And now he heals off of that too. Very nice. Yeah, okay. It's all come together, I think. Just a little bit. Because now we can start going like... Salve, kill, shield. Sorcerer's full HP, right? So I just need to get... I need to get Venom out of lethal range is all. Close. Let me start fresh. There's probably a kill in here somewhere. It involves saving Barbarian mainly. Maybe, you know what I think is best here is just gonna be Shield Venom, Plague, Salve, Salve, Plague. I want to plague this Chomp though, he's such a pain if I let him live. Actually light here does a lot, right? 2 saves, salve, salve. Could put 4 into this guy, but then Barbarian always dies. Could put 4 into this guy. It's actually just insane how much better it is. Alright, I could run this back and try to find an even better line. I really don't want to. I'm sure you can find lethal on that turn if you dig for it. I'm not down to dig. Longbow M3. Wow. What a bailout. That's all I can say about that. What a fucking bailout. This run has been sitting here waiting for a bailout for the entirety of time, and here it is. Longbow M3 Decree Sorcerer. Whoa. Alright. This short sword should go here. Good, I suppose. I mean, basically you gotta hit something. It's fortunate that I have hit this, but eventually you have to connect. It's just kind of how games are. You can't be unlucky forever. Eventually you hit. Just the way it goes. And then cleanse here, and we can all sigh of relief. Did you think I lost this run at Baron? It looked pretty dire, right? It's a good lesson though. There's a big thing you can take away from that fight. That Baron unit, he's pretty fucking weak. When it's just him, he doesn't do any damage. So you kill the ghosts and then you can stabilize a lot of bullshit. I will play Valkyrie here. I think Valkyrie is above average into this boss. And so I'm willing to pick it. It doesn't really matter. You could also stay on Cleric if you want, but the ability to death defy top kill in a bad case is really good. Or just death defy a Saber doing this. Also very good. I think I should roll for it, don't you? Okay, I'm gonna take the 10 because it just kills a saber. I'll let Barbarian roll for sushi. Okay, no biggie. Nice even 10. Looks really good. 2 damage weaken is quite strong. And then I'm just gonna go 14 poison seems pretty decent. I guess I can get a little more if you like. I could take lethal, but I'd like to take this to 0 deaths. Goodbye the hand. You know? I think runs like this are important because it's boring sometimes to win. And it's fun. I've said this before. I said this in the last big streak, actually. I think runs like this are the ones that are more enjoyable to see every now and then. Because, like, I think a lot of people lose that Baron fight. And it's good for me to prove to myself why I deserve the win streaks that I get. Finding the way through that Baron fight is very hard. But I kind of just stumbled on the double kill ghost line there. It didn't even cross my mind until I found it. So, anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more. I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.